The flickering jack-o'-lanterns of the Happy Hollow Asylum amusement park cast long dancing shadows. Halloween night. For most, it was a night of cheap thrills and sugary treats. For me, Detective Miller, it was just another case. Strange occurrences, they'd said. Flickering lights, ghostly apparitions reported by terrified teenagers. Probably just a prankster with too much time on their hands or faulty wiring. But something about this place, it felt different. The park was built on the grounds of the old Blackwood Asylum, a place with a history as dark as the unlit corridors I now walked. The air was thick with the smell of popcorn and something else, something metallic and old, like dried blood and decay. As I moved past a rusted Ferris wheel, a chilling whisper seemed to ride the wind, a faint, desperate sound that made the hairs on my arms stand up. I chalked it up to the wind whistling through the decrepit structures. I was a detective, not a ghost hunter. My investigation started in the main attraction, the Madhouse Maze. It was a labyrinth of padded walls and distorted mirrors designed to disorient and entertain. But as I navigated its turns, my flashlight beam caught something etched into the padding of a dead-end corridor. Not modern graffiti, but frantic, desperate scratches. They watch. The walls have eyes. It was old, the letters barely legible. A chill, colder than the October air, snaked down my spine. Dismissing it as part of the park's macabre decor, I continued on. Then I found another. Behind a loose panel in the so-called electroshock therapy room, a small, tattered piece of paper was tucked away. The handwriting was shaky, frantic. Dr. Alistair's treatments are a lie. He's not curing us. He's changing us. We have to get out. The northern wall is weak. Follow the crow. The note was signed Patient 73. It was dated October 30th, 1958. Exactly 65 years ago. This wasn't part of the show. This was real. My focus shifted. The strange occurrences weren't pranks. They were echoes of a desperate past. I started searching, not for vandals, but for more clues for the ghosts of Blackwood. In the old infirmary, now a cotton candy stand, I found a loose floorboard. Beneath it lay a small, leather-bound journal. The pages were brittle, the ink faded. It belonged to a nurse named Eleanor Vance. Her entries started out professional, clinical, but they soon descended into fear and paranoia. She wrote about Dr. Alistair's secret experiments in the asylum's sealed-off West Wing. He believed he could cure mental illness by severing his patients' connection to reality, trapping them in a state between worlds. He called them his silent ones. Eleanor described patients vanishing, their records erased, as if they had never existed. Her last entry was terrifying. Alistair knows I know. He offered me a treatment today. I see them now. The silent ones. They're trapped in the walls, in the very foundation of this place. They're trying to warn us. Patient 73 is planning an escape tonight. He thinks the northern wall is the way. But he's wrong. The crow, it's a trap. My blood ran cold. The crow. The park's logo was a stylized black crow. It was everywhere. On signs, on tickets, on the uniforms of the staff. Following the crow didn't lead to an escape. It led deeper into the asylum's heart. I looked at my watch. It was almost midnight. The anniversary. Suddenly the park's cheerful, spooky music cut out. All the lights went dead, plunging the grounds into absolute darkness, save for the pale glow of the full moon. A collective scream erupted from the park-goers, followed by panicked shouts. But over the chaos, I heard it again. That same whisper, but clearer this time. A chorus of whispers, coming from all around me, from the very walls of the attractions. He's still here. My flashlight beam cut through the darkness. The happy, cartoonish ghouls painted on the walls seemed to twist and warp in the shifting light. Were they just paintings? Or were the silent ones, the lost patients of Dr. Alistair, truly trapped within them? I ran towards the west wing, the one part of the old asylum that hadn't been converted. It was boarded up, marked with "Danger, do not enter" signs. But the whispers were loudest there. "Don't let him trap you too." Using my shoulder, I broke through the rotting wood of the door. The air inside was stagnant, suffocating. Dust motes danced in my flashlight beam like tiny spirits. This was Alistair's lab. Rusted medical equipment lay scattered, covered in thick shrouds of cobwebs. And on the far wall, a massive, crude painting. It depicted a dark, twisted version of the asylum, with screaming faces embedded in the brickwork. In the center stood a tall, gaunt figure with a chillingly serene smile, Dr. Alistair, and perched on his shoulder was a crow. It wasn't just a painting, it felt like a gateway. The whispers intensified, clawing at my sanity. He'd made this place his prison and his kingdom. I realized a horrifying truth. Dr. Alistair hadn't just trapped his patients. He had trapped himself. The strange occurrences weren't just echoes, they were warnings. The patients were trying to help me escape the fate they had suffered. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. A man in an old-fashioned security guard uniform, his face unnaturally pale, his smile identical to the one in the painting. "Lost, detective?" he asked, his voice smooth and cold as a tombstone. "Don't worry, we have a permanent place for you here. You'll make a fine addition to our little family." It was Alistair, or what was left of him. He lunged. I stumbled back, my heart hammering against my ribs. I wasn't just solving a cold case. I was living it. The lost patients had left me a breadcrumb trail, not just to uncover their story, but to save my own life. I remembered the nurse's journal. The northern wall is a trap. That meant the real escape must be somewhere else. My mind raced, piecing together the cryptic clues. The walls have eyes. Follow the crow, a trap. If the crow was a lie, then the truth was its opposite. What's the opposite of north? South. I bolted from the lab, Alistair's chilling laughter echoing behind me. I ran past the maze, past the Ferris wheel, towards the southern perimeter of the park. The whispers of the silent ones urged me on, a ghostly wind at my back. Hurry. The southern wall was a simple stone barrier covered in ivy. It looked solid and passable. Despair began to set in. Was I wrong? And then my light caught at a single dark stone that was different from the others. It was shaped like a bird in flight, but not a crow. A dove, a symbol of freedom. I pushed against it with all my might. With a groan of grinding stone, a section of the wall gave way, revealing a dark, narrow tunnel leading out into the woods beyond the park. I scrambled through, not daring to look back. As I emerged into the cool, clean air of the forest, the tunnel sealed shut behind me. The cacophony of screams and whispers from the park was silenced, replaced by the gentle rustling of leaves. I had escaped. The sun was beginning to rise, casting a golden light that chased away the horrors of the night. The mystery of the missing patients was solved, but not in a way I could ever write in a police report. They were still in there, trapped with their tormentor. Their cryptic messages hadn't just been a plea for their own story to be told. They were a lifeline thrown across decades to save me. I walked away from the Happy Hollow Asylum, the rising sun warming my face, but a part of me will forever remain in the chilling darkness of that place, a silent witness to its horrifying history. Thanks so much for coming along on this chilling investigation with me. If you enjoy mysteries that blur the line between this world and the next, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the archives. Stay safe out there, and remember, some places never let go of their past.